Hi, welcome back to Never Too Old Garage. As we left in the last episode, we decided to actually cut out the pans. I thought that the passenger side pan we could have saved, but there was going to be a lot of prep work just taking all the paint off. But the driver's side pan was actually a lot worse than I thought. When I looked up front by the pedals, they had actually welded a piece underneath. Again, I think this is probably the second time this car has been restored. The first time it looks like they took some shortcuts with the pans, welded some thicker metal where there were rust spots, but it didn't get to the rust beyond that. So unfortunately, if you don't deal with the rust, it's kind of like cancer. It will just keep going. We decided to cut it all out. So yesterday I cut the pans, and I started to chisel out the spot welds so that I can get it back to the flange where the new pans will ultimately be welded to. So today I'm just going to continue drilling out those. I started with chisel, but you definitely need to drill those spot welds out, especially since they're not factory spot welds. You can see again that this was restored before, so there's it looks like they're not factory. It looks like there have been other welds, so it's going to be easier, I think, to drill out the spot welds and then chisel down to the natural flange or the factory flange. Prep that, and then when the new pans come in, I should be able to prep those, put the holes in where I need to do the new spot welds and spot weld them back to the chassis. So today's going to be a lot of prep work, and we'll get that ready. As mentioned, we also dropped the motor, so the motor's off. And then the other things that I'll do is I'll take the front steering beam off, but I think I'm going to work on getting the pans ready, and then I can move to that. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so we've started to pop the spot welds out and getting this off. It's a very slow, tedious process. I started out actually using a pneumatic air hammer with a chisel, but it was deforming the metal. I'm going to have to actually fix some spots here because it was just too powerful for the metal. So what I've found works best actually is to just drill the tops of the spot welds, and then using basically a screwdriver and then also a long nail puller, breaker bar, hammering it in there and just popping each one by one. And that way it's keeping the metal from deforming. And then I'll have to come back through and grind some of these spot welds all the way down flat. So I'll do that at the end. But we'll keep going on this side. We're almost done on this side, and then we'll start over on that side, and then I'll be working on getting the all of the spot welds ground flat and flush, make a nice clean surface to weld to, so that when the new pans come in, I should be able to just weld it. Plus, I'm going to clean up the housing because I am going to paint all of that. So that's what I'll be working on the rest of today.